Hello, everyone. And this presentation today is about empowering children with mental health, a functional medicine approach. We at Cedars Functional Medicine bring this unique way of healing, which encompasses both the conventional medical model and the new scientific approach with functional medicine, which is a cutting edge technique of using testing and supplements, nutrition, and lifestyle to really hone in as holistically as possible the healing of a child with mental health issues. Common struggles in children with mental health that I see regularly in my clinic are gut imbalance, stress and anxiety, ADHD, and autism. With gut imbalance, a lot of children present with constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, food sensitivities, sometimes skin disorders, and those can significantly impact the child's well-being. With stress and anxiety, they have presentation of tummy aches, emotional outbursts, irritability, mood swings, and sometimes fatigue that I see in the teenagers more than in younger children. But anyway, all these symptoms hinder their productivity and their thriving in their daily life. And then with ADHD and autism, of course, they present with hyperactivity, poor social skills, poor processing of memory and focus and concentration. And this can definitely delay their academic performance on many, many levels. The difference in our practice is that we approach these conventional model diagnoses, if you will, by overriding the limitations of traditional medicine in treating ADHD, for example, or autism. The medical conventional model is really geared at sick care, not really at wellness care. It's also geared for acute problems, not chronic problems. And so it was important to add on this piece of functional medicine to really bring a more holistic approach to helping children who have chronic issues with their health. Now, on my personal journey to discover functional medicine, I had my own challenge. I was faced with a similar, if you will, meeting from my doctors that parents with children who have neurodivergence, just to pick one topic, can face. For example, a lot of the tests that I had were supposedly normal. My doctors couldn't find anything on exam, or when they tested me, they couldn't explain my symptoms. They couldn't explain my chronic disability, and it was really leading nowhere fast. And I had to take matters in my own hand and do my own research to discover on the interwebs the topic of functional medicine and how this new technology allows us to pierce through the veil and understand what's going on beneath the hood, what's happening in the cells, what's happening in the microbiome in the gut, what's happening and how the nervous system communicates between the gut and the brain, to explain how we can rebalance and reconnect the dots for our body to work optimally. So in that journey of healing myself and working with mentors and working with functional trained doctors, I started to pursue my own training in functional medicine and in mental health, integrative mental health provision, because I felt there was a huge need in my own patients to provide this kind of care that was still missing. There was a huge gap in pediatrics for that niche. And I'm pleased to say that now I have a proven track record of helping hundreds of patients with this new technology, bridging the gap to wellness with a functional approach, not just relying on medication, not just relying on surgery, not just relying on the conventional wisdom of medicine. Nothing wrong with it, but it's not complete. It's just not complete, and we needed to bring other tools in our toolbox to really complete the puzzle of healing and wellness. So with our unique approach to mental health, we look at treating the root cause by identifying the causes of ADHD symptoms across 7 key areas. We want our children to feel more like themselves. We don't want them to be numbed out or to be so zombified, if you will, by the medication that they don't enjoy taking the medicine, they don't enjoy going to school, they don't enjoy being with friends. It's really about getting to that balance of what their bodies need. And we want to experience true healing. We want to provide this for our patients. So an integrative approach really leads to lasting improvements in focus and well-being, as opposed to just slapping on a Band-Aid. Now, getting started is really simple. Start by downloading our guide, the Reversing ADHD in Children and Teen Guide. That way you can see what I'm really talking about in more detail. And then follow that up with my free webinar on my website, where you'll learn the exact next steps for your child in our ADHD webinar. And finally, schedule a complimentary consultation. I am providing still these complimentary, no charge brain challenge consultations to guide you personally on your journey and help you get started with the right plan, with the right decision, and not just make leaps and bounds without really knowing what you're doing. I want to give you a step-by-step guide to really simplify the journey, make it the most economical possible, and really help you get results right off the bat. And when you meet with me, we're gonna really form an alliance. I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. These are now becoming scarcer appointments because I have so much more demand for my time as I'm starting to serve more and more clients who are paying me. So I just want you to know, it's the early worm gets the bird, and don't delay or dally in booking your free consultation, because these appointments are going out like hotcakes and my time is booking up with paid clients. So go ahead and schedule that meeting with me. It's totally complimentary. There's no obligation. We're here to find out if you're ready. We're here to find out if my program is really tailored and suited for your needs, but we're not going to commit to anything that you're not fully ready to do. So go ahead and take that first step and download the guide. And if you feel so guided by the guide, by the webinar that you're going to watch, all for free, these are resources I've created and curated for you, then let's take the next step after that and book a call with me. And I really look forward to meeting you, each and every one, and to help you on your journey to full health. Thank you.